Welcome back to the activity 2 again. So in the previous video we have completed the first two parts, the create operation, so that means employee registration, so we have completed that part, and then the retrieve operation, so that means how we are going to view the employee information or the details. So that's also we already completed in the last video. So in this video, so we are going to see how the update operation and also the delete operations that we are going to perform with this small application. So first so I will run the previous project, so that means the project that we have implemented in last video. So this is what we have implemented. So here you can see this is the view employee interface. So if I go to this main interface, that means the registration interface, so this will be the registration interface. So I will register few more here. So now this is also registered, and so we will register another one, 003, and this will Bernard 1, and we will register 004. This is Bernard 2, and we will register 005. This is Bernard 3. Okay, so now if we view these employees, so now you can see this Bernard 1, Bernard 2, Bernard 3. So the newly added ones are already added. So now let's go to the activity. So in the activity, so we are having this update operation. So once user click on this update, so then user need to redirect to this employee edit.jsp. So first we will create this employee edit. So this is very much similar to our index JSP page, so that means our main page, so this one. So therefore I'm going to get a copy of this one, and then it's very easy for me, and I'm going to paste it. And now this page name is employee edit.jsp. okay, employee edit.jsp. okay, so now the employee edit.jsp, so this will be edit employee window. So I'm going to change this one, and in this case we don't need this part, so therefore I'm going to remove this one. And here now we are going to do some kind of a updation, and so we are going to pass this information, and so this will be employee ID, and we need to have a value here, and then this should be read only, and then so we need to have a value in other input fields as well. So now this is not registered, it should be update. Okay, so we have modified this one. So now we will go to this employee handler. So once user click on this one, so this is the view employee, and once user click on this update button, update link, so now we are going to get the employee handler, and the U is the key here, and then we are getting the employee ID. So now once you go to this employee handler, so now we need to have another else if. So we have we are going to check whether this U, so U is the key that we are going to use in the update operation. So whether the U is not null, so U is not null means so we are getting some value, but in this case you can see that we are going to use this update action in two ways. The first one is from the view employee table, but in the view employee table you can see that we are actually passing a value, but in this employee edit one, so we are not actually passing a value. So therefore by using that condition, so we can have two more conditions here. So this is again we are going to check whether this get parameter is equal to empty. So if this is empty, so then actually this request is passing from the edit employee edit.jsp page. Else, so else means actually we are having a value here, so that thing is actually we are passing from the view employee. So if it is coming from the view employee, so then we are going to send this request to this employee edit.jsp. So employee edit.jsp, and in this case we are passing the employee as so this is the employee key. So request, okay, so we are passing this value employee edit.jsp. If not, so that mean if you are passing this from employee edit, that mean actually we are going to edit this employee information. So still our employee DAO doesn't have a method to edit this employee. So therefore I'm going to create another method here. So this method will be update employee. Okay, so this will be not save now. So update employee. Okay, so we can change this query update employee, set first name equal some value, and then last name equal some value. So then we will have where condition where emp id equal some value. Okay, so now we are going to create the connection and prepare this one. So we are going to add this information that means the data to this placeholder. So first placeholder, so that will be the first name, and second placeholder will be the last name, and third one will be the employee ID. So I will format this one. Okay, so now you can see we have set these values, and again this is update query, so therefore we are going to execute update. So we are going to execute this execute update, and this will return a boolean value, so the update employee. And now we will go to employee handler, and here if we are getting this one, so what we are going to do is we are going to set the employee. So we are going to do the same thing again here. So I'm going to copy this one, and inside this I'm going to set the employee ID, first name, last name, and then we are going to create a employee DAO object here, and in this case not the save, so we are going to call to this update employee, and then we are going to pass the employee, and response will be sent redirect to the view employee, so not index. Okay, so view employee, so you can see, yeah, it's view employee. And here again we are passing to status whether the update operation is successful or not. So therefore I need to do some modifications to this view employee.jsp. So I will use the same thing that I have used with this index.jsp with the view.jsp as well. So view employee, so this here, so I'm going to add the same thing here as well. So that means if the update operation or the delete operation is correct, it's completed, so then we will get 1 here, and then we will tell that operation is successful, something like that. Okay, operation successful. Okay, so if not, we will display the error occurred message. Okay, now we will go to this employee handler. So now this is okay, so we will go to this employee edit. So now the employee edit will get the value, that means the which employees information that we need to load here. So that is getting as a parameter into this page, because we are passing from this one, so we are passing the key E with a value, so that is the employee ID. Okay, so now in this case I'm going to create again, so in this case I'm going to create again a JSP tag, use bean tag, and then here IDE is again EMP. So we are going to have EMP ID here, and we are going to add a class. So in this case class is my dot app dot models employee. Okay, so I'm going to have another bean object here, so that is emp DAO. so class will be DAO. Okay, so these are two use bean object that I'm going to use in this JSP page. So now what I need to do is, so based on the value, based on the employee ID that I got from the previous page, so I'm going to load this employee information to this interface. So to do that, I actually from the employee DAO side, so I need to have another function to get an employee, because here we are having employee list function or the method only. So therefore I'm going to create another method here. So I will copy this one. So I'm going to create another method. So this method will get employee. So get employee. So here also we are passing we are not passing employee anything here, so just a get one. So in this case we are going to use select query, select all from employee. So then we will have a specific ID for employee. So therefore I will use where emp ID equal to something. So that means actually we need to pass this emp ID from the outside. So I will use a string emp ID. So this will pass from the outside. So now in this case so we don't have many information here. So what we need actually, so that is the emp ID. Okay, so once I add this emp ID, so then I can execute this query. So this placeholder will be 1. So now this is so I'm going to so this will be employee. Okay, so not a boolean one, so we are going to send a employee. So we will create the employee first. Employee emp equal new employee. Okay, so now we are going to return this employee here. Okay, now so once we execute this one, so actually we are getting a result set. So pstmt dot execute query, so we will get a result set. So then if rs dot next, so then we are going to get the values of this employee. So we are going to set emp ID, so that is emp ID. Again we are going to set emp dot set first name, and this will be rs dot get string. So this will be first name. Okay, so likewise, so we are going to have last name as well. Last name, so here we need to have last name. So likewise, we can create the employee object, and then we can pass this employee object. So I will format this code. Okay, like this I have formatted this code. So now what I need to do is, from this employee edit, so I'm going to from this employee edit, so I'm going to add a scripted tag, and here, so this emp object bean object is equal to emp dao object dot get employee, and then we need to pass the employee id. So the employee id is now coming with the request dot get parameter, and the parameter is e. So if I can pass this value to the to this employee DA bean object, then I can get the employee information. So now I can print this employee information. So here, so we can put emp dot get employee id. So once I add this value, so then I can get the employee id. So likewise, I am going to have the first name here. So get first name, and then again here we can have the last name. So like this. Now I will execute this one. So I will go to this view employee, and I'm going to execute this one now. Okay, so now I will click on this edit update. Okay, so I will click update. Okay, we are getting an issue here, so let's see what is this issue. So employee edit.jsp, so code symbol expected in line 2. So we'll go to the code, and here okay, employee edit in this case. Okay, so I didn't add this double quote here, because this is actually a class name, so this is a value, so therefore I need to add this double quotes in both these places. Okay, now let's refresh this page. Okay, now you can see, so we are actually loading this employee information. So here we have selected Bernard Silva, and this is the employee information. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to update this one. Okay, so now I'm going to update Bernard Pereira. Okay, so now I'm going to click on update. So once I click on update, now you can see we will redirect to this view employee, and operation is successful, and here you can see the information. So that is Bernard Pereira. Okay, so now if I need to update another one, so think about this one. So I'm going to update this one, and I'm going to remove this 3 from this value, and I'm going to update. The operation successful. Now you can see it's Bernard Silva. So that is how we are going to do the update part. Okay, so now in this case you can see that we have used 2 bean objects in this one. So I will format this code. 2 bean objects, one is emp, other one is emp deo. So likewise, so we can get the employee, and we can add this employee into this user bean, and then we can use this user bean inside our code. Now let's move to the other part, so that is the delete one. So now in this view employee, so we are having this delete operation. So once you click on this delete operation, so this is the delete operation. So once you click on this delete operation, so we are passing D. Okay, so D as the key. So therefore employee handler side, so we can have another else if to handle this delete operation. Okay, else if, and okay, another one, this time it's delete operation. So if it is a delete operation, so we are doing the same thing. So that is, first we are going to create an employee, but in this case we have only the employee ID. So first we are going to add this employee ID, but this time employee ID, so we are getting with the key D, and that will be set here. And then we need to have a delete method here, so we will go to the employee DAO, and now this is the update. So now we are going to have another method for delete operation. So this one not update, now this will be delete. Okay, so then we are getting the employee, and now so we need to change the query. So this is delete from employee where employee ID is to this one. So now in this case we don't have we don't need other things here. The employee ID is the only parameter that we are going to set, and this will be the get employee ID, and we are going to execute this update query, and then we will get the value. So now again we will go to the employee handler. So this is the employee handler. So in this case again we are going to create employee DAO object, so like this, and then now we are going to call to this delete employee, and if the delete employee that operation is successful, so we are going to pass 1 to the view employee, otherwise we are going to pass 0 for the view employee. So let's see how it's going to work. So again I'm going to this view employee.jsp file. So I can load it like this. Now I'm going to remove this Bernard 1 Silva. So you can click on this delete. Once you click delete, you can see the operation successful, and we have already deleted. Again I need to delete this Bernard 2 Silva. So then I'm going to click on delete. So you can see now that's removed from this table. So that is how we are going to implement this delete part. Okay, so now we have completed almost all these operations. So that means all the 4 operations we have completed in this activity. So now we will run this one from the beginning. So this is the index.jsp page, so I'm going to run this one. So once I run this one, so I will get something like this. So I will add some information there on the first name Nimal Pereira, and register. So Nimal Pereira is now registered. So we will see VV employee, and you can see the Nimal Pereira is now there. If I need to update this Nimal Pereira, not Nimal Pereira, Nimal Jayashree. So once I click update, so you can see now it's Nimal Jayashree. So if I need to remove one of these accounts, for example, think that the Bernard Pereira is wrong, so I need to delete it. So once I delete, so you can see the Bernard Pereira is already removed from the table. So that is how that we are going to use all these CRUD operations in this application. So this is very much similar to MVC application, because we have separated the view, model, and also the controller. So in this case, so you can see that we are having different views. So the views are employee edit is a view, index is a view, and view employee is a view. So those are the interfaces that we are using to communicate with the users. But behind the scene, we are having a controller called employee handler. So that is what's actually controlling, what's actually handling the user request and the connections that we need to use with the DAO objects. Then DAO objects. Okay, so now with that, so after that, so what we are going to do is, so we are going to have the models. So on the models we can see that we are having models like employee model and the employee DAO model. So by using these models, we are actually running these operations. So that is the actually business logic. Okay, so that's all about this activity. So in this one we have completed all these CRUD operations and also we have used the MVC architecture when we are implementing this simple application. So hope you got something from here. So you can also try out this and you can also familiar with this MVC concepts or MVC architecture, how it's going to work to do some activities in future. So thank you.